Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And I know we don't cover prepaid or MVNOs too much, but T-Mobile introduced a new prepaid plans today. And this is the T-Mobile prepaid brand, not Metro by T-Mobile. This is T-Mobile prepaid. And they're introducing new perks, pack plans backed by a 5-year price guarantee. And the reason I wanted to cover these new plans is because I'm starting to notice a trend, and I'm sure you guys are noticing a trend too. It's not the same T-Mobile anymore. So I'm speaking with several different people, and they're all telling me these plans really don't have much value if you compare it to what the market has to offer today, right? So T-Mobile raised price on the T-Mobile prepaid, and they're giving you less perks and value versus what they would previously give. Right, so you have the starter monthly, unlimited monthly, and unlimited plus monthly. So we have more of a breakdown here on this chart. You can see the higher plans. They have 50 gigs of premium high-speed data. Unlimited 5G data is included. Then you get some hotspot, and then you see the price point: 60, 30, 30, 30, 45, 30, 30, and 40, 30, 30. Right, so you can get a much better deal on just about any MVNO or cable or any other player. Like even Mint Mobile can give you a better deal than what you're seeing here currently on screen. Right? I didn't want to break that down too much, but you guys can see where this is heading. Right? I don't want to sit here and say T-Mobile is becoming less competitive, but you can see where this is going. Right? We got the new experience plans. Then today I made the video earlier that all the plans that included taxes and fees are no longer available. That's done, right? So now the only options that you can choose are plans that taxes and fees are added to the price. Now you have these new plans, these new prepaid plans that are really not that attractive, right? You can get better value on Metro by T-Mobile, right? If you're going to be at the $60 price point, you go to Metro by T-Mobile and you can get Amazon Prime included, right? So there's definitely better value, better deals out there. This is not it for T-Mobile, right? So they're claiming to be 20% cheaper with one line on the new unlimited monthly plan compared to AT&T and Verizon prepaid. I mean, that may be so, but that's not really where they're competing, right? AT&T prepaid and Verizon. I mean, Verizon prepaid for a long time, they were hardly competitive there. AT&T, in my view, is more competitive through Cricket. And then Verizon is clearly more competitive with all of their value brands like Total Wireless, Straight Talk, and everything else, right? That's where they're more competitive. T-Mobile is more competitive through Mint Mobile and Metro by T-Mobile. So this is, again, a shift is coming, right? This is just a start. We're going to start seeing some different things that T-Mobile will implement. You guys have heard me say it. I'll say it again, right? It's speculation until it happens. But I think T-Mobile will be the most expensive carrier across the board in the next 18 months or so, where it's just literally across the board, prepaid, postpaid, wherever, even the entry level, T-Mobile will be the most expensive. At least that's where I think it's heading, right? The way that T-Mobile's behaving, the leadership change that's possibly in the works, the moves that they're making, what they're doing, right? The legacy base, that's the last thing they have to touch, right? It's the legacy base, right? We know, what was it, a year and a half ago maybe, where they wanted to implement forced migrations, for those of you who remember that debacle, and then it was a mess, right? That's still probably on the table. That's not off the table, right? They want to touch legacy because that's what's going to really get T-Mobile to the numbers and margins that they want to get to. Remember, new customers have been taking the higher rates at 60+%. That started with Magenta Max. It carried over to Go 5G Plus and Go 5G Next. And according to T-Mobile, it carried over to the experience plans, right? 60+% of new accounts are taking the highest plans. So now what's really weighing down the ARPU and the margins, it's the legacy customers. It's those accounts that are sitting there with 10 lines free, right? The ones that are on the T-Mobile One that are getting everything for a very, very low amount. Those are the customers that T-Mobile really needs to look at. And they probably already have looked at those accounts, and they're trying to figure out how to migrate and move them over to the newer price point. I guarantee you that has happened. I've heard that it has happened. And just be on the lookout how T-Mobile moves moving forward. And they're going to be very corporate focused, very shareholder focused, and very margin and profit focused. So just keep that in mind. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.